Sonic and Fortnite, we've made it. Years of patience, leaks, disappointing releases have fully accumulated into this moment where we sit, as Fortnite has been teasing its long-awaited Override season, or to those following leaks, the Gaming Legends season, and with rumors ramping up at this time with Sonic's inclusion, you know my autistic ass was on the front lines getting all the info I could. But damn, the way that the lid has been blown completely off this collab in the last week was to degrees that I would have never anticipated. A little over 2 weeks ago, after Fortnite's Simpsons Reload update, 6 quote-unquote posters were added to the game in preparation for the next major update. Before I go into details on what was added, I wanted to give some quick context as to why these posters were added so early. Whenever Fortnite updates their game, they seem to preload the files with some assets for the next update to come. So whenever the Fortnite Simpsons Reload update dropped, that's what led to these leaks. But with that context in mind, we got 6 posters. 1 Tetris, 1 Pac-Man, 2 Mega Man, and 2 Sonic posters, with 1 Sonic poster notably having Eggman's logo stamped over it. We'd sit in relative silence waiting for our next update, and while rumors for the Gaming Legends season ramped up, this shit literally exploded overnight. Before the video starts though, make sure you join my Discord below, as I will be giving away 3 Override Battle Passes when the new season drops. And of course, if you want to support me outside of the channel, use creator code JUSJOEE in the Fortnite item shop. Okay, back to the video. The week started like any other. And then they were like, yeah, let's just drop this. The morning of August 10th brought us our first big teaser into Fortnite's new Override season, but they went big for the first teaser. Captioned possibly the stupidest thing ever, we got a brief glimpse of Green Hill as a point of interest, a speed boost ability, and Sonic rolling around a loop. We finally made it. It's real and no longer a rumor or leak. Bro, I was so happy. I'm confident 70% of my shift was me giggling and kicking my feet because Sonic finally made his way in. We didn't see a skin, but it didn't matter. It was Sonic. So tomorrow's teaser would hold up too, right? That's it? I guess, bro. I mean, it makes sense as Roblox is a PR nightmare right now, so arguably this is a degree safer. Wednesday's reveal, though? Tetris. Nothing too crazy, but we got 2 more teasers snuck in as well. A Ghost Cloud and an Eggman Cloud. Thursday actually was pretty sick as Joker also made his way in, but this also revealed a pattern of reveals. Gameplay reveal, then skin reveal. So Friday was 100% another gameplay reveal. He did Sonic again? Yes. This time we got another teaser of Sonic in Fortnite, but this time, Tails with a spotlight showing it looked to be some form of backpack. The previous day though, this was teased on a social media post through the Sonic the Hedgehog accounts, with Tails saying there's a storm coming, along with another post from the Latin America accounts asking for an access code, to which the official Latin American Fortnite account replied. But after, we expected relative silence as our story moment was the following day, until legit that evening this key art leaked online, showing a glimpse of just how many names they got on board. Most notably, Mega Man, Sora, Pac-Man, Spyro, Crash, and quite a few Sonic characters. Sonic, Shadow, Eggman, and Tails all make an appearance here, and while not directly confirmed, Sonic is very clearly the main focus of this season. I mean, a confirmed full POI, 2 or 3 new items, at least 3 skins, a sidekick, they're going all out for Sonic, and I'm completely here for it. Of course though, many players took this with a grain of salt. I mean, Sonic's here, but there are some discrepancies that would naturally make this seem fake. Pac-Man is completely lacking facial expressions, Crash is methed out, and who the f is this? But then again, there are too many accurate parts of this that make it seem real. Spyro has his Realm Beyond design, Mega Man has a completely new model to fit Fortnite, and Sora has what looks to be his Kingdom Hearts 4 design. Now personally, I thought it was fake because this looks like a generative AI nightmare, but little did we know that Sonic would somehow be the confirming factor for this leaked key art. The morning of the 15th of August, after a Chaos Emerald broke ground in New York City for the National Chaos Emerald Hunt, those in attendance were given this comic, confirming not only that the leaked key art was real, but also Sonic, Shadow, and now Knuckles' new designs for Fortnite. This comic provided a lore-related explanation for how some of the Sonic cast made their way over to Fortnite, which, God forbid they just embrace the fact that they're in Fortnite. But I'm going to try and explain this comic while being as brief as possible. While in his lab, Eggman finds Geno from Fortnite traveling through an anomaly in search of a Chaos Emerald to control his own universe. Eggman attempts to stop him with Metal Sonic before clocking that Geno has no idea what the Chaos Emerald does. Knowing Geno came from another reality looking to control the Emerald for a stable 0-point substitute, Eggman decides to team up with Geno in an effort to take over the Fortnite island. We then find Sonic, Knuckles, and Shadow investigating an SOS sent by Tails after crossing through a rift into Fortnite in one of Eggman's old bases. Sonic attempts to run in, but due to the instability of the rift and how Geno and Eggman rigged it, biological life forms are allowed a one-way entrance with no exit, explaining how Tails and Eggman made it in with no way out. To remedy this problem, Tails sends 3 cyborgs through to Sonic's world to be able to bridge the gap between their world and the Fortnite universe. Tails says each requires a handshake from the respective in-universe counterparts to give them proper biometric data to be able to cross universes with the same ideologies in mind, before hopping through the rift into Fortnite. Unfortunately, they couldn't let this collab slide without a lore explanation, but with the Sonic universe being a key element in this season's story, it makes sense and honestly works well. Not only does this explain the stretchy proportions, but the reasoning behind Tails being in as just Tails. I think they made this work wonderfully considering how really stacked the cards were against Epic. I mean, you sit having to meet unrealistic expectations of Sonic fans, Doom posters, and negative Nellies, and somehow come out on top with a pretty decent Sonic design is quite commendable. And sure, it's not the quote-unquote perfect Sonic model a lot of people wanted, but it's far better than this. We could have gotten this stretched out, so be thankful. But once again, another short wait later, and Epic Games has delivered with the trailer for Fortnite's Override season that off the rip confirms that Meth Head Crash is real. But we finally see Sonic in action in Green Hill Zone. While of course he does look a little funky, that's Sonic, along with Eggman and Shadow as well. 2 new sprites, a Sonic and Tails one, granting increased speed and the ability to spin dash, and Tails granting the ability to fly respectively. Also very briefly we see Jonesy with Sonic shoes, something he sports once in this trailer, so I guess that confirms more Sonic kicks. After this though, we see a massive pan out from Green Hill revealing it to be a massive biome, rather than just a tiny POI. They really undersold just how big Sonic's presence would be. After this though, we got bits and pieces of everything as well. Mega Man pulls up with the Mega Buster as an additional weapon, Tetris and Diet Mario Kart I guess, 99 Nights, but Eggman looks phenomenal. Like the Sonic cast looks great, but they absolutely knocked Eggman out of the park. But here we are, 2 years, many leaks, dead ends, and false leads has finally got us where we have a full Sonic collab coming to Fortnite that's more than just cosmetics. The last 2 years personally have been full of so many Fortnite collabs that I've been begging for. Most notably Gorillaz being the first collab I really locked in for recently, but now that we have all this Sonic stuff, I'm so fucking excited. I know this video was relatively brief, but I was far too excited to talk about something like this in just a short. I cannot express how much I've been waiting for this, but we can finally rest easy knowing Sonic is actually coming to Fortnite this time. Of course, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this collab, so if your opinion is killing you to get off your chest, then let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all very soon.